So, here are your keys. Have fun.
So hello guys, how are you doing? Yes, today is finally that day that we can drive the new 992 GT3, of course not the touring, the one with the rear wing, on the Autobahn, and yeah, experience this amazing high revving engine. Want to test of course how fast it goes, then later 100 to 200. Really looking forward, and was looking forward to this test and to this day. And actually this special day was only made possible by Carvia, a car rental company, young company from Munich and Stuttgart, which are actually giving you the possibility to rent special cars like a GT3. I mean, a car that is barely at the dealerships, they already have it. And of course they have a lot of more normal cars. I will just put in a link to their website, and of course we'll also put in a link to their YouTube channel that you can really check out what they are doing. Really cool guys, and amazing opportunity for us of course to drive a GT3 that early, before more or less I would even say the German press was able to test this car on the more or less Autobahn and in the real surroundings. Just a few more words to their lineup, because I think it's very interesting which cars Carvia is having. They're not only having the special car like the GT3, but they also have cars like an M4. They also have Teslas if you want to go electric. I think they even have a Porsche Taycan, even more regular 718 Caymans or 911s. Lots of interesting cars. So yeah, no matter what you're looking for, how much money you want to spend for a day or for a weekend, I think that is a great place. And even for us that we had to drive 600 kilometers to Munich, it was worth that trip to really experience that car, yeah, with the roll cage in and all the special gear. So without further talking, you know I'm very excited already. You can hear it by my voice. Let's go out on the Autobahn. Let's see how fast the car goes. 100 to 200. Might even test a launch control later on to see, but probably mainly important is to hear that engine revving up to 9,000 RPM. Yeah, I think there's not much more that you need to say to this car. How fast the GT3 goes. 100 to 200. Slope. We have 3.8 seconds to 100, 3.7 actually. We have a 7.8, 100 to 200, which means 11.5. Yes, 0 to 200. So in the end, we need to answer the question, is that hype about this car justified? And I would say yes, because specifically from a sound perspective, this is probably the most exclusive car, the best sounding car that you can buy today, which is totally street legal, and therefore of course yeah, does not harm any regulations. An OPF delete or anything like that is not necessary in this car, because it sounds amazing. I would even say from the inside it sounds better than the GT3 RS predecessor, so that means something, because that car was just simply insane. From a power perspective, of course, this is not mind-blowing. I mean, comparing that to our McLaren for example, the McLaren, of course, is a lot faster. This car is fast enough, definitely faster than the GTS 4.0, but it's not really a game changer compared to the previous generation. The times of, what, I don't know, 3.5 seconds to 100 and 11.5 seconds in total 0 to 200 are, of course, amazing, considering this is only a naturally aspirated car. But it's not about numbers, it's about the emotion that this car is giving, and about the sound that it makes, about the handling that it has, the driving that it has, and I think that is really insane. Actually, I was just in normal mode. If you go to track mode, the steering is of course even sharper. It is simply amazing. Of course, in the end, I want to do a big shout out to Carvia, because they made this test possible. I mean, usually we're getting cars from the manufacturers, but this time not even Porsche, as said in the beginning, has their press cars ready, at least not for Germany, or at least not in a bigger number that we can all test them. And I think this is a great opportunity for us. And saying it again, for everybody else that is just interested in the most recent interesting cars, like a BMW M4, a GT3, or even some smaller and more affordable cars, check out their website, because I really think that this is the only opportunity that you have to really test more or less the same cars that we are testing and getting from the manufacturers. Their lineup is very interesting, and I'm not saying that because this is a commercial. I'm saying that because those are the cars that we would also pick if we would pick press cars, and therefore I think it's really nice. And we're so lucky with the weather here around Munich. It's 30 degrees, very sunny and restful evening. Of course, we will have a lot more fun with this car within the next days, so stay tuned for more content specifically about the sound which is coming. And this is just the beginning. This is just the first video about the acceleration. Of course, there's a lot more sound footage coming in our pure sound, and let's see if we can do an insane sound video like we did it with the GT3 RS of the previous generation, which I think, I don't know, does it have 2 million views right now? It's simply amazing, and I myself even watched that video again and again, because it's just so thrilling to listen to that naturally aspirated 4-liter engine.